It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
Well, after 5 o'clock, raining in Burbank, raining all over the Southern California area. Almost everywhere in the valley, it's raining right now. So be aware that rain is going to continue throughout the night.
This is that rain that reminds me of like East Coast rain.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of slow, lingering, just going to hang around, give you a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it's definitely going to make things miserable for driving and stuff.
Yeah, it's like this kind of misting on the East Coast, and it lasts all day. It never stops.
Yeah.
Like a Thanksgiving type rain.
Yes.
You know, you're
exactly.
inside, and you go outside to throw the football around, and it
feels good.
Yeah, it's great. And it's gonna be raining almost all night here. It already started. It's going to continue all the way till about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. There's going to be a quarter inch before midnight and a quarter inch after midnight. If you're doing the math, it's about a half inch throughout Southern California. Now, you know what's really weird about this rain is we're going to get it in L.A., along the coast. But if you go to a place like Lancaster, you know, a lot of people that listen to KFI, they live in Lancaster. They're not going to get as much rain out there. They're going to get a little tiny bit starting right now, and it'll be very, very light. Most of it will be in the San Fernando Valley and on the coast. So be aware of that. Be aware. Okay, NFL referees are forced to respond to Kansas City Chiefs conspiracy theories about bias. Yeah, the labor union representing the NFL referees on Tuesday blasted conspiracy theories that officials have been tilting games in favor of the two-time defending Super Bowl champion, the Kansas City Chiefs. Crozier, you're a football fan. Do you think that the refs are slanting the games towards the Chiefs?
Not intentionally.
Okay, I like that answer.
Yeah, not intentionally.
All right,
I think it's
okay.
kind of a subconscious thing because it's just been hammered into them over the years how valuable that most important player on the field is.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah. And there are some players that have come out and said that the refs, you know, do give Kansas City a break. And then here's my thoughts when it comes to betting. Are the referees going to overcompensate this Super Bowl because of the stink on them? And
yeah, that's what I'm hearing now.
Right. And are they going to give Philly a break?
Yeah.
And are you going to? So if you bet on Philly, do you have the advantage? I don't know.
Man, I hope not.
I don't know. But Commissioner Goodell's comments, he said it's ridiculous. Well, what else is he going to say? I got a couple refs that are cheating? He's not going to say that. But he said it's ridiculous to presume that the NFL officials are not doing everything possible to make the right call on every play of every game. So, I don't know. Officiating crews do not work the same team more than twice each regular season. Oh, I didn't know that. Officiating crews do not work the same team more than twice each regular season. Okay. It's insulting and preposterous to hear conspiracy theories that somehow 17 officiating crews consisting of 138 officials are colluding to assist one team. So they're trying to put this to rest. And this comes out every year. I think, you know, people think that that the referees favor, you know, one team or another. And I don't know.
So you don't believe it?
I don't. Well, look, I can't. You know, because I'm a very strict absolutist. If you have more than two conspiracy theories, you're a nut.
So it's because of your
I've maxed
your
out.
quota.
Yeah, I'm maxed out. So I believe that we didn't go to the moon, and I believe that that the Beatles, I always get in trouble on this one. And that the Beatles have a guy on the Beatles that was killed, and now there's a new guy that replaced him on the Beatles.
Oh, you mean Paul?
I can't say who it was. I get a lot of crap for this one. Could be Paul McCartney. Died in a car accident, and they replaced him. Could be. So those are my two theories, conspiracy theories. I don't believe went to the moon, and I believe that one of the Beatles is not one of the original Beatles, that he was replaced after a radical car crash. And if you don't believe either of those, go to YouTube, do a little research. on your own. I think you'll get to the same place I'm at. All right, let's talk about the Super Bowl here. Chiefs coach Andy Reid shares his final thoughts before the game. Let's see if we can get any tips on who's going to win this sucker.
Andy, there's been a lot of noise about officiating and how your team is officiated. I know you're not worried about that, but does it concern you at all that could seep into how this game is officiated and maybe they overcorrect and say, we can't give the Chiefs a call with 2 minutes left in the game because that's going to be the story Monday morning?
Yeah, listen, I don't think the officials care about what's said. They're doing their job. They don't favor one side or the other. I mean, that's not how this thing goes. It's a good story, but that's not reality of how it works. I mean, you'd be insulting them to think that that's what they do. They go out and they call it like they see it. There's some...
Yeah, because it's in your favor, every call. So, of course, he's not, pissed.
As a coach, there's some I sit there and I go, I don't agree with. There's some I agree with. I mean, that's how it goes. It does make for a good story.
All right, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has his third child. His third child. Let's see how old this kid is. I think this kid's young, a couple days old, maybe a month old.
We are here in New Orleans outside the Philadelphia Eagles team hotel, and they have a tough task here at Super Bowl 59. They have to try to take down the two-time defending Chiefs, who are going for a first-ever three-peat as Super Bowl champions. Now, as if Patrick Mahomes, their star quarterback, needs any more motivation. He's already been to 5 Super Bowls in 7 seasons, including 3 wins. Found out just a bit ago that he does have some added motivation this time around. His newborn baby daughter, Golden.
It's always...
What's the baby's name? Golden?
His newborn baby daughter, Golden.
It's always motivating whenever you have another baby. I mean, just because I want them to have the same experiences that the other 2 had. And she's been amazing. She's been sleeping well. Mom's been extremely happy. And I'm excited for her to be able to come to... I think this will be her first football game at the Super Bowl. And hopefully we can get her a win.
Baby Golden picked a great game to be her first one.
Wait, they're going to bring a 1-month-old baby to a football game? I wouldn't do that. The baby's not going to remember, and there's a lot that can go wrong at a football game. The noise is going to drive that baby crazy. You got to put earmuffs on the baby, and that baby in the first couple of months is very susceptible to getting a cold or the flu or whatever's going around. And Kansas City has a huge tuberculosis problem that we talked to Dr. Ray about. So why would you bring a 1-month-old to a football game? That's a little crazy. I think you get a babysitter, somebody to watch that kid for 4 or 5 hours, and then go home and enjoy either the trophy or a couple of beers and the kid, or a cigarette. I don't know what you do. All right, but don't smoke near the kid. Is that right? That what you have to say? Don't smoke near the kid.
People say.
Dear Tim, when you mention cigarette smokes, please don't do that on the air. And if you ever mention it around the baby, please remind the audience not to smoke around the baby. Okay.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
I have an idea for LA Fire Department, LA County, LA City. I think when going to a fire, it's, you never know what you're going to get when you get there, but you got to be pumped when you arrive. You got to be ready to fight, because there could be, like we had over the last month, it could be wild. So I've got an idea for the fire departments. When you get a call, right, like this call here.
Rescue 2. A rescue with injuries aboard the schooner Balclutha in dock at Fisherman's Wharf. Control KMA 526.
All right. There you go. All right, then you're off to the fire. Does the fire department still do that, where guys hold on the bar in the back and they ride all the way to the fire, standing up?
It's like controlling the back of the truck?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would be the only reason I'd want to be a firefighter.
Yeah, I mean,
Like Kramer.
Right, you stand up the whole way to the fire.
It is a trip to see when they actually make like a really tight turn and you see them
yeah.
maneuvering it. It's like, oh, okay, that takes some skill.
Oh, you mean the guy driving it in the back?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Then you're too young for this, Stefush. But before you were born, there'd be 3 or 4 guys on the back of the truck standing and holding a bar.
Oh.
And they would fly to the fire holding a bar. I bet you our friend Steve Krieger, I bet he's old enough to remember that. I bet there's some firefighters that are retired or almost retired that remember that. Do you remember that, Bellio? Did they have that in Denver where guys would hold on to a bar in the back? She in the can? No.
Yep.
Yeah, she's not well. She had a lot of pasta at lunch. Oof. You remember that, Crozier? Was that a back East Coast thing too?
Which one?
Where the firemen, like 3 or 4 would hold a bar in the back and stand up all the way?
Absolutely. Yes.
Man, how dangerous. They're flying down the street, flying through red lights, and guys are holding on to a bar, standing up the whole way.
But it looks so cool.
Oh, it does. Yeah. Outside. And they're not strapped in because you couldn't strap them in because if they fell, the strap would kill them. They'd be banging against the concrete.
They didn't have straps?
I don't think they did.
Huh?
I bet they didn't, because if you did fall or if you did let go, then the fire engine would drag you for 9 blocks.
Your feet are just dragging along the
So I had an argument I was at a TV station yesterday, and I was arguing with the guy, and he says these firefighters don't need any more motivation. They're very good at what they do. And I said, yeah, but they should have a song, to pump them up, like "We Are the Champions" or this song here, "Ride of the Valkyries." And get these guys pumped up when they get there. They explode onto this fire and they kick ass. And the guy's like, no, man. These firefighters don't need music like that. And even President Trump reacted to it.
Good job, Tim.
Yep.
Tim.
Thank you.
I watched you on television the other day.
Man.
You were unbelievable.
I
You
appreciate
ripped that guy apart.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Man,
I
that poor
appreciate
guy, he started getting a little fresh
That's
with
right.
Tim, and Tim
Yeah.
just
Screw
ripped him
him.
apart. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I actually left a message.
I got it. Thank you, man.
That's good.
Yeah.
Great job, Tim.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, he comments a lot. And I was one of the people he commented on. Kind of cool. All right, we got to take a break already? God almighty, it seems like we break a lot. When we come back tonight, we got a lot going on. At 6:20, we have Dean Sharp coming on. And then at 6:35, Petros is coming on to ask the entire Southern California area to help them find his jacket. I guess his jacket's been missing. Okay.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
We have the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. It's exciting. I don't know what you're all doing for the Super Bowl. Stefush, what do you usually do? Do you watch it at all? You interested in that game?
Yeah, it's like the one game I watch with my dad.
Oh, is that right? Oh, that's a great tradition. Yeah. Where do you go, to his house?
Yep.
Yeah?
Got a big old TV, so.
Just you and your dad?
Yep.
Oh, that's a great tradition, man. I'd keep that up.
Get some pizza, get some wings.
Whoa, wait, now we're talking. Where do you get wings?
Game over. Oh, local spot from where we are.
Chain or?
No.
Mom and pop?
Mom and pop.
Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful wings?
So good.
What's the name of the place?
It's called Pizza Show. So they have obviously pizza, but they have sub sandwiches, chicken wings, all that stuff.
And the pizza's good?
Oh, yeah. That's like one of our go-tos, even if we just watch a movie.
What city is it in?
Hawthorne.
And it's Pizza Show?
It's just called Pizza Show. Apparently it's been there since he was a kid.
Pizza Show. What street is it on, do you know?
It's on Hawthorne right before 133rd.
Hawthorne and 133rd. Give him a shout out. I guess we just did.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Really
Pizza
good.
Show. Hey, maybe you can get some free wings because we just, gave him a shout out.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. You should walk in there with a KFI shirt on and have this audio playing on a boombox. Walk in and go, hey, I'm here to pick up my wings.
With the ding dong shirt on.
Yeah, right. No, this is a KFI thing. I'm on, Monday through Friday from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. And we mentioned your store. Can I get some wings? And like, get out. Get out. Get out.
Should be fun.
Yeah, it should be. It should be a cool game. Crozier, what are you doing for it? Was that?
I am probably going to be putting up a fence.
Really?
Yeah, on the side of my house.
Dog-eared?
On the
Redwood?
top, yeah, redwood dog ear. Yeah, I got to put it in the 4x. Got to dig the post. and got to pull out the old one.
Do you use that new compound where it's Expandafoam?
I'm gonna give that a whirl. Yeah, I did get a bag of that.
I heard it works great.
Yeah, everything I've seen about it looks great. Yeah.
Plus, you don't break your back with 40 pounds of cement from Home Depot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm hoping. That thing weighs like half a pound to a pound.
And you break the bag inside.
Mix it all together.
Mix it together, yeah.
Pour it in there and it just expands like a huge amount.
And then you just take a Sawzall and cut the rest off.
That's it. Just make it level with the ground. Yeah. Just hold the post for a couple minutes and it's done.
God, can you imagine how easy construction would have been all those years you were in it if you had that?
Oh my God.
You know, that sounds like a great product. Bellio, what are you doing for Super Bowl? Do you watch it?
Yeah.
Does John overanalyze it?
He doesn't. That's the one time he takes it easy.
Oh, that's
because
cool.
other people are enjoying it.
All right. And you're going to go to that Corona place?
Yeah.
Where's that? Sister's?
Sister, yep.
His sister?
Yes.
And you get along with her?
Very, very well.
All right. That's cool. What, you bring food?
Yeah, we'll probably bring something.
What are you going to make?
I don't know. I got to check with her and see what she suggests.
What do you think? What do you usually bring?
Nachos. Like we'll make some nachos there, so we bring all the fixins.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
I bet they like that.
Oh, yes. What are you going to make?
I don't know. I'm bringing Pringles. I've been asked to bring Pringles. So
Pringles.
Somebody said bring Pringles.
Yeah.
You're going to Gary's?
Yeah, and he said if you don't mind, we don't have a place around us that sells Pringles. Can you please bring some
Any
Pringles?
particular kind or like just regular?
I go straight old school. Yeah.
Not sour cream and onions or something like that?
No way.
Barbecue.
Do I look like a guy who's going to mess around with the perfect chip?
No.
No way. I love Pringles. And even when I was a kid, when those things came out, I was all about the Pringles.
Yes, indeed.
And because they look like a tennis can. I mean, how can you go wrong?
Yeah, it's just
they're stacked so perfectly.
It's just tough when you get to the end of the can and it's like,
you got you pawing down there.
You're struggling,
Yeah.
so you have to turn it out.
And they're all broken.
That's great. Angel, what are you doing for Super Bowl? Any plans?
Well, just going to stay local, going over to some friend's house. I'll hang out there for a little bit and then, come home, build a fence or something like that.
Okay. Do you bring any food to the parties or no? Screw it.
Yeah, I bring food.
You do? What do you bring? Do you make a dish, like a homemade dish?
Yeah, I'll bring some kind of an appetizer. I haven't even thought about it. But I'm thinking about just going for, something easy, like some pigs in a blanket or something and just throw it in the oven and just take it with me when I go. So I don't have to really do a lot.
All right. So sausage rolled up in pancakes?
I guess so. Kind of like those, they're almost like
wieners?
those flaky, those little flaky crescent rolls. And
Oh, yeah.
you roll them up in that. Yeah.
With those
Either
tiny,
that-
what do they call those tiny wieners? Croziers?
Croziers, yeah.
Who would have thought Crozier would take a shot that one?
Nobody, Tim. No one.
I made the mistake of going to Costco on the Sunday before Super Bowl. I went on Sunday. What an a-hole I was. I got into that parking lot, and I couldn't find a spot, and I couldn't get out of the parking lot either. So it took me literally 45 minutes from the time I rolled into the parking lot, couldn't find a spot, and got out of that parking lot. And I couldn't get out because I was stuck in an area where people wouldn't let me in. They wouldn't let me in the conga line to get the hell out of there. And so I just sat there. I said, what the hell? What can you do? But, man, all the carts were gone. That's when you know Costco's busy, when there's no carts available. Because they have like 10,000 carts.
That's the worst.
Yeah. And they have, and there were none. You had to go find one.
Have you ever walked up to the entrance and there's one and there's one person in front of you, and of course they snag the
they
last
snag
one.
it. You know, the new rule at Costco is you have to show your card on the way in.
Yep.
You got to show your papers.
I thought of you because I went shopping for my dad and I used his card, and it's a Costco card. So I scanned it and I walked in, and the lady, this is not even a joke. I scan it and I'm walking. Sir, wait, hold on. I don't think that's you. And I was like, oh, that's my dad's. So I had to scan mine and go back into the store. So
wow, they're on it.
Yeah, they're real strict.
Man, there is more security at Costco than there is at like a fire department or police department or voting. You don't have to have an ID to vote. You have to have an ID to get in to look at the products.
Oh, my God. I went in 2 weeks ago, and as Jen and I were walking in, someone in front of us, they got stopped.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
And they wanted to look at the card to verify the picture.
Yeah.
Like they're being really hardcore about it now. They say, can I see your ID along with your Costco card now?
Yeah, I had my this drives my wife nuts, but anytime I have a photo of myself taken for one of those things, I always radically cross my eyes. And so the lady looks at it and goes, is this you? And I'm like, I gave her a crazy face. She goes, oh yeah, that's you.
You did that
me. I'm insulted.
You did that with your iHeart badge.
I do with every badge. Every time I get a photo taken, I flip out a little. Because what the hell? You got to have, a photo. Who cares what it looks like? Everybody's all. I've been to a Costco, though. This is a true story. True story. Been to a Costco. I was second in line to get my picture taken, to get my new card. And the lady before me, bang, picture taken, looks at it. I don't like that. Takes another one. My chin looks big. Takes another one. I don't know. The light's not great. And the fourth one, I said, lady, look, I got to get the hell out of here. She took 4 photos before she was happy of a picture that nobody's going to see. Even on the back of a Costco card, I could barely tell it's me. How can that lady tell it's not you, Stefouche? I could barely tell that mine's me.
So that's what I thought. And when she called me back and I looked back at where she was standing, there's a big old monitor the size almost of what I see of you guys, that big, that shows the picture of the ID.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay.
And so
okay.
She's like,
You know what also works? When I've been stopped before, you know what also works? Run towards paper goods. They never follow you. They never pursue you. They have a no pursuit clause, I think, at Costco. They don't want someone to get killed, on your way back to the back of the store. And also, real quickly, before you got to take a break, when you go to Costco, when you enter the first big aisle, everybody goes to the back. The next big aisle, everyone goes to the cash register. Please don't swim against the stream. Please. I constantly have to correct people at Costco. Don't swim against the stream. The stream goes back in the first aisle that you come into, and it goes forward to the cash registers in the second big aisle. And if you have to traverse, go across, use side streets to get back to the main highway. But don't swim. Don't go backwards. Don't go wrong way. You can get killed doing that. Some guy's going to kill you. They could. They get really frustrated. Don't swim against the stream at Costco. Please. Please. I know it's a private club. We're all private club members. We're privileged to be in that club. Bellio's not in it because she's cheap. But we're private club members. And I will say this about Costco again. I love the place. Big ass parking spots. Big parking spots. I love it, man. You could put an 18-wheeler in one of those spots because they know every family's got an SUV. Every family's got 3 kids, 4 kids, big van, and they got big-ass parking spots. I love it. And then my last rule, when you get in the car, don't eat your hot dog in that effing parking lot. You get in and you go. Get in, go. Get in, go. Don't sit in that parking lot and eat. That's not an eater's parking lot. You get in your car and you hit it immediately, and you get the hell out of there. All right. Trying to help Costco people out.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
We have a winter weather warning for you, mostly Northern California. But if you are driving up to Northern California to watch the big game, east of Sacramento, all the way to Reno, big snow. Marysville, Chico, Redding, south of Wairika, and north of Merced. That whole area of California is getting completely wasted by water and snow. Tons of rain, tons of snow. They're expecting 4 to 6 feet, sometimes some areas 8 feet. 8 feet of snow. So if you're going up to Reno, I would go the Nevada route and buzz through Nevada. But still, you're going to get snow there as well. Maybe just don't go to Reno this weekend or fly. I don't know. Do whatever you want. All right, retailers, they're going to change their return policies. They're very lenient with returns. And now they're on to us. They're going to change it. So we got to figure out how we're going to return this crap.
So we've seen a lot of changing policies around returns, and we've got some data for you that we gathered from the company called Navar that tracks all of the returns that are made through different retailers. It says 55% of companies now charge some sort of fee when you're making a return, and that's up from just 45% 2 years ago. So we are seeing these changes in policies when you're sending back stuff that you bought online.
The Walmart at the Empire Center, they used to have 20 self-service stations so you can check out quickly and take off. Now they're down to 4 or 5. And I asked the manager, I said, "Hey, what's up, bub?" And he said, people stealing, people walking out of there, all kinds of crap, walking right out of there, man. Unbelievable. People are stealing everything, ruining it for everybody else. The Steelers.
And the reason for that is that people are buying a lot more stuff online. Overall returns last year, according to the National Retail Federation, were almost $1 trillion, $890 billion.
Wow, $1 trillion worth of returned crap. $1 trillion. Man.
What that tells you is that consumers are really looking at shopping online. I mean, obviously, we know a lot of people are shopping online, but they're buying a lot of stuff, and they're really looking at their living rooms now as the fitting rooms. They're buying everything, trying it on at home, and then sending back whatever they don't like.
I was at CVS the other day, and I saw a shirt that I kind of liked, but I didn't know that it would fit. It was a large, but it looked larger than just a regular large. And I asked the young lady who worked at CVS, I said, "Hey, is there a changing room here?" And she just looked at me and she looked down and she said, "There's not." That was the extent of the conversation I had with her. She said, "There's not." I said, "Well, how do I?"
CVS?
Yeah, but how do I try it on? Wait, are you saying, Angel, your CVS has a changing room?
I was going to say yours doesn't.
Oh my God, I got to go to yours. Mine.
Go to the bathroom.
No, you can't take. You can't take unpaid merchandise in the bathroom.
Well, they don't need to know.
Yeah, they know. They're hip. They're hip to it. I don't know.
And when it comes to these policies, you say read the fine print. I know some return windows were 30 days. In some cases, I've seen 90 days.
Yeah, there's some an entire year. I think with Home Depot or Lowe's, I'm not sure which one. If you buy a plant and that plant dies, you can take it back. I think within a year. I think that's the policy. I mean, don't quote me. It might not be anymore, but I think it was a year. But who's taking back plants? Where are you in life?
I was just at Costco earlier today, and somebody had returned a palm plant.
Dead.
I mean, when did they last sell palms there? Like over the summer?
Yeah, but you have a year. With Costco, I think you have 40 years to return all this crap. But returning a plant, it died because you neglected it, and I don't know the people returning the trees and the plants and the flowers. That's a whole set of unusual cats.
Yeah, we always talk about reading the fine print, but it is especially the case when you're looking at those return window policies. So 30 days typically is the window, but you got to be careful here. So one example is Zara. That 30 days is from the shipment date. So the day that product that you order, that piece of clothes, actually leaves the warehouse is when that 30-day clock starts ticking. So if it takes more than 5 days to get to your house, you're going to have a shorter window to return. Other retailers like Kohl's, you're going to see closer to 90 days. Nordstrom, 30 days from the day of purchase. So you really do want to look at where that...
You know what I see at Home Depot all the time? I see two things. I saw a guy maybe about a year ago, a guy was returning a hot water heater. And hot water heaters have a date that's printed on them when they were made. And the lady at Home Depot looked at the water heater and said, "This water heater is from 2012. This water heater is 13 or 12 years old." And the guy says, "Yeah, I know, but it's not heating the water up anymore. I'd like to return it." And I think they returned it. I think Home Depot's policy is just to take everything back. I might be wrong, though. I think they did return it, though. But I've seen that before. And there's another thing I see on Sunday nights at Home Depot. Not so much Lowe's, but I see this at Home Depot. A guy will be at Home Depot Sunday night around 7 o'clock, and he's returning a diamond saw. He's returning a saw that you use to cut tile. And he says, it doesn't work. This saw is broken. The blade is dull. And he has tile dust all over him. He has retiled a church, and he's bringing the tile saw back after he's done with his job. He has dust in his hair, on his fingers, in his mouth, on his beard, on his clothes. He's maxed out with tile dust, and he's returning the saw. I see that all the time.
Where that window starts, a lot of times when you make the purchase online, you can click on your order and it'll actually have a specific date.
Gotta take a break. We're live on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.